Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this bloke here, Elite Commando, he is probably one of the most longest term supporters of this channel. He's probably one of the first people to ever send me a replay when I started doing other people's replays. Now this is from when he was in Crazy Clan. I believe he's in Crown now. He's running around in the Batchat 25T, the Tier 10 auto-loading French medium tank. It's an absolute ripper of a tank, and he's not camping at the back like you see a lot of people do in ranked battles, that's for sure. This is a ranked battle. Of course, ranked battles are a relatively new thing to Water Tanks. They've just finished their second season, I believe, ranked battles. Now you can see he's got 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel in the Batchat, and games like this is exactly why. He certainly knows what he's doing. Now I'm tipping this is one of the first nights of ranked battles, because he's only at rank 1, and there's a mixture of people on rank 1 in this game, and people who haven't ranked yet. And of course that's you can see that on the edges of the screen, that star that goes from 1 up to 5 stars. And of course these guys down the bottom haven't yet played them at this stage. I'm tipping this is when ranked battles first or when this season of ranked battles first started. Anyway, Elite Commando's in the Batchat. This is going to be 3 battles featuring Elite Commando in his medium tanks, Tier 10 medium tanks, as he has a look at the Type 5 heavy tank and puts 3 beautiful shells into the side of the big Tier 10 Japanese. Heavily armoured, super heavy, I guess you'd call it. The score is 1 zip in this game on airfield. He's picked up a little bit of assisted damage, 1800 from his first clip. Tells me that he penetrated all 5 of his shells. Of course, he got 2 shots into the Batchat, and he got 3 shells into the Type 5 heavy tank. Also picked up a little bit of assisted damage on that Type 5 heavy. That Type 5 heavy will be regretting moving out there into the open. And unlike normal random games, in this area in the central part of airfield, normally you see the heavy tanks having a bit of a brawl here, but it's just not happening at the moment. A mouse sort of coming around, taking a different direction. The AMX-50B, he doesn't want to be the first one over the ridge. He hasn't got the armour. And of course the WZ-115A in the middle on the little peninsula on airfield. Now his gun's loaded now. He's onto the heat rounds now. That first clip was all APCR, which is standard rounds for the Batchat. And it looks like artillery's just dropped a big shell pretty close to the Type 5 heavy. Elite Commando will be hoping that he continues to back up and goes around that corner, but it looks like he's no dummy. He knows that if he does that, then that Batchat will probably be reloaded and ready to put some more shells into the side of the Japanese heavy tank. Now with heat loaded, looks like he might be looking towards the FE215B. Now this is patch 920, so the Super Conqueror is not yet out and about. Elite Commando playing around in this hill, just biding his time, looking at that T110E4. He'll be pretty happy that he's got heat rounds loaded now. It's a pretty heavily armoured tank destroyer. The first 2 shots don't go through. The third one doesn't go through, and he's thinking, well, what have I got to do now? Hopefully, well, I've only got 2 bullets left. I might as well try. The 4th one tracks him, and the 5th one finally gets him some runs on the board, puts 395 damage into the turreted American tank destroyer. He does get swatted though, so he pulls behind that ridge line. He doesn't want artillery to drop a shell on his head, because of course with no armour on the Batchat, the artillery, there's a pretty good chance it would penetrate and take a lot of his 1800 hit points away from him. 2 4s to score now. 2 tanks have gone down. 2 Batchats have gone down, as well as an E50M. Not sure where they were. I think they were in the south, and looks like they just got vastly outgunned by those enemy tanks. Looking towards the E4 again. That E4 hasn't moved into any cover, which is an interesting strategy from the E4. Object 140 presents himself there. The second shot doesn't hit him though. He's only got 3 heat rounds left, and look, it might be a bit of a waste to put him into the Object 140, but the Object 140, it's still a gun that he needs to get rid of. 3 bullets left in the clip. He's looking around, looks like he's thinking about what to do. He doesn't want to take a reload because he's only got 3 heat rounds left, so he's better off using them and then getting a full clip as another Batchat gets taken out of this game. Moving around here, 3 shells will give 1200 damage, puts 1 shot into the FV, 2 shots into the FV, 1 more would be lovely. It does go through and he pulls back on the reload. He did cop 1 shot of damage there. Not sure what that noise was. It was something hitting that WZ11115A. 6-7 the score now. He's moving out of the way of that E4, I think, was looking his way. Running around, crashing into a dead tank. He wants to get the hell out of there. He doesn't want to get hit by that T110E4 for about 750, I think its alpha damage might be. As his gun's nearly loaded, he's clearly looking towards that WZ11115A, who was last spotted here in the southern central part of the map. Not looking Elite Commando's way. Nearly loaded now, not yet spotted. Puts one shot into the lower plate, clearly spotted now. That Chinese gun was just aiming towards him, but it didn't land a shot. Tracks him, looks like he might have fixed his tracks. His gun's still aiming away from Elite Commando, and Elite Commando picks up the first kill. His first kill of the game. Brings his damage up to 5,000 as he takes a reload. He's only got 5 shells left. He's probably going to need them all the way this game's going. There's 5 enemy tanks left. What's left? Two artillery pieces, a light tank, the Sheridan, the Grill 15 and the M48 Patton. Shouldn't need heat rounds for any of those tanks. None of those tanks really too heavily armoured. He gets lit by the Sheridan, but he's not going to stuff around. Looks like he's going to go straight for that Tier 10 American light tank and take him off with either a ram, or you could probably afford to ram him if he wants to save his shells. He's only got 10 of them left. Let's see what happens. The M48 Patton looks like it might be his next targeted choice. Probably thinking, well, if that Sheridan gets me on the reload, I could just ram kill him. But because he's still got 1356 hit points left. Looks towards the Patton, pulls back to minimise the chance of him getting spotted, but it looks like the Patton is under a little bit of cover. The first shot, I don't think the first shot even hit him. Elite Commando 6 cents did not go off then, so he's still in this game. The Grill, there's a gun you want to get rid of. That's a gun that could easily penetrate the Batchat. Puts another shot into him, does get stunned by the T92, fixes his crew up. That shot looks like it might have tracked the Grill, and one more shot will send him back to the garage. And he's down to his last 5 clips. There's the Sheridan. Now the Sheridan's thinking, well, well, it'll be nice to hit that Batchat, because of course the Sheridan's got that derp gun, and derp guns love lightly armoured medium tanks such as the Batchat with Elite Commando. It's going to take another 10 seconds before his crew's unstunned. He has also lost his commander, and he can't fix his commander up for another minute with the cooldown on his first aid kit, so it needs to be a little bit careful here. The Patton goes down to the mouse, the T92 just gets spotted, the Sheridan goes down to the other artillery, the other Batchat artillery, and now it's a case of hunting out those 2 last artillery pieces. He's got 5 shells left, 40 seconds before he can fix up his commander. It's on 2 kills, 6,153 hit points of damage. Looks like the T92, why always me, has just been lit up from PF Clan, and Elite Commando saying, I've got him. Wait, hold my beer. I've got this. 20 seconds till he can fix his commander. That's why he's not really spotting much the way it is. He'll be hoping that none of those T92s are aiming his way. The first shot misses. Second shot goes through. Third shot picks up the kill. He's got 2 billets left. Do you get Faden's medals in ranked battles? I'm not sure. He puts 1 shell into him, and with his last bullet, he picks up the his fourth and the final kill of the game, and not too bad at all. That's what you want to get out of the Batchat. You're going to use every last piece of effort out of that auto-loading French Tier 10 medium tank, and he used every single one of his bullets. Unlucky that some of those shells didn't go through, but look at that. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge on ranked battles. Did plenty of damage, plenty of spotting. Got 4 kills, 7,153 hit points of damage. Comfortably more than anybody else did. In fact, more than double what the second place in damage got, this Object 140, but triple or more of what most of the other players did. 30 shots fired, 25 hit, 21 went through, 7,153 damage, 4 kills, 972 assisted. Ace Tanker, no Fadens because it was a ranked battle, but I think Faden's the one where you get where it's the last kill with the last bullet. Who knows? Anyway, this is a replay from the next 2 replays, both featuring Elite Commando. This is when he's joined Crown Clan. Crown Clan, one of the most successful clans on the Asian server. This time he's playing in, what's this map called? Kharkov. Kharkov in the Object 140. Let's see how a medium tank can go. Even though it's his inner city map, he knows He wants to cover this one. Don't worry about that. He's already pinged the map. Let his teammates know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to say, rightio fellas, I'm going to go for the northwest. I'm going to go try and explore this open ground. It's a tier 10 game, but there's only 5 tier 10s on each team. 2 medium tanks, a Batchat and Elite Commando in the Object 140, a Mouse, the FV215B 183, and one of those T100 lights. I cannot wait to get one of those things. They look back. I had to go on the test server, and I'll tell you what, even with crap ping to, I think it's in Germany, the test server, it was still a hell of a lot of fun to play. Anyway, let's have a look. Elite Commando in the Object 140. He's already spotted a couple of tanks, the T10 and the T54, using this little ridgeline to try and stay away from their guns. But look, bounces the shot from the T10, shoots the T10, doesn't damage him. 320 for 264 penetration, 330 penetration with heat rounds, which is premium ammunition. Puts a shot towards the T54, but doesn't quite penetrate at these 2 T9s. Clearly not quite sure what to do with the Object 140, who's not sitting back and sniping like a bitch. He's getting stuck right in there. He does get his gun damage, but he fixes it with a quick tap of the 4 key. Another shot into the side of the turret of the T10, and that T10 will be feeling a little bit concerned for his health as that Object 140 just keeps chipping away. Looks like the Batchat's coming up. Mucky Man, that's a pretty cool name. Elite Commando, though, he's not going to stop shooting as the T49 picks up the kill on the Tier 9 Russian heavy tank. 1 zip the score now. Elite Commando on 1610, 1200 block damage. That's not too bad at all for a medium tank. Puts another shell into the T54 before the T10 kills him, and that brings the score up to 2 zip. So far, Elite Commando has had a lot to do with every tank that's been killed in this game, and I reckon this performance is going to continue as he doesn't slow down. He's still on full health. He's done nearly 1900 damage, so he's already got himself a 5 for effect as the FV4502 gets taken out. Puts a shot into the commander hatch of the E4. Still got the heat rounds loaded because that E4 is certainly pretty well armoured. He tracks the American tank destroyer and looks like he's aiming to track him again, hoping that he can get a shot off before the E4 shoots. It looks like the E4 just shot at somebody else. No idea where that shell went. That went a little bit wide. Russian guns, not known to be super accurate. And he's going to keep moving forward here. 2-3 the score. 2,500 damage done. 1,200 damage blocked. Still on full health. Not too bad at all. So he knows if he needs to brawl, he can. Back to APCR rounds as he puts a shell into the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. Is that what it's called? The new German light tank. Does cop some damage from the Strikswagen 103-0, the Tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. The E4 and the Emil go down, and that evens it up again at 4 apiece. Bounces another shot from the Strikswagen, but gets his gun damaged again and changes his mind about attacking that Swedish tank destroyer frontally. Finally gets a damaging shot into the Strikswagen, but he needs to probably do something about this light tank. Puts another shot into the German light tank. 6-5, 3,500 damage done. That's going to go up, we all know that. Puts another shot into the light tank as the light tank puts a shell into the snow. Still searching for the red outline on these tanks. That Tier 10 German light tank down to 590 hit points. The Strikswagen on 1,200. So still plenty of hit points up for grabs. Tanks getting blown up and killed left, right and centre in the central part of the map, but it looks like his teammates have got that heavy lineup covered. Just see E75 and the E5. E75 goes down, the E5 the only tank left in the middle as Elite Commando tries to continue to chip away at this Swedish tank destroyer who's proving to be a bit of a tough nut to crack. Not sure what happened with that shell. 4,172 damage done, 1,590 damage blocked and 835 assisted. He pulls out, wants to get a different angle on this TD. He's not really winning this trade. There's the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. Somebody tell me what they're called. Tier 10 German light tank anyway. He's auto-aimed at the Tier 10 German light. That shot, gee, I'm very lucky for that one to hit. Stops running away, pulls back because he knows he's only a one-shot now to get rid of that light tank, and he does. That's his first kill of the game. Nearly 5,000 hit points of damage done so far, not counting 1 or 2 shots where the target went unspotted. 10-9, 4,792, 2,315 damage blocked, so he's already blocked more damage than the hit points that he brought into this game, as well as 835 assisted damage. That's not a bad effort at all, especially on a city map like this where a lot of it's all brawling. Looking towards the grill by the looks of things. hoping to get a shot between those piles of rubble. There he is. He does get spotted though by that T-54. What's he going to do? Is he going to look for a cheap shot into the grill, or is he going to chase that T-54? He's only got 732 hit points, so he does need to be a little bit careful. T-34 shoots and misses. Elite Commando moving around, looking for a different angle. He doesn't want that grill to be able to shoot him in the backside. That's probably his main concern. Good map awareness there. That's probably why he's a great asset to the Crown clan. There you go. 1 for 1, cops 300 damage, but he gives him 335. He should beat him on the reload, I'd imagine. There he does, but he cops another shot. He's down to 149 hit points. He doesn't want to die here. So artillery hits the T-54. Hopefully that'll affect his aiming. Wiggles and wiggles and wiggles. Tries to make sure it bounces, but the T-54 missed him before Elite Commando kills him and picks up his second kill of the game. That's nearly 5,900 damage there. 2,310 damage blocked and 1,000 assisted damage. Just some tank destroyers and one Batchat artillery, the Tier 9. Single shot artillery implores his team to wait for him, but looking at the health of his teammates compared to that T-30, I don't think they're going to wait at all. There is a grill there with 1,220 hit points still up his sleeve. Elite Commando does get spotted. He shoots and misses the German tank destroyer, and now that's gained the tank destroyer's attention. Shoots again but doesn't land the shot. He's got to get something between him and that big, accurate, hard-hitting German gun. Looks like he might have had the chance to shoot through a window there. Artillery shoots and misses, which is always a good feeling, and now he's coming up to try and clean up this grill before going on a bit of an artillery run. It's a little bit of a love tap from the M53, M55. That's a Tier 9 American SPG, and it's a ringer Rosie for the grill. Looks like the grill just fired a shot towards a Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4, and Elite Commander, I'll say thank you very much. That's another kill for me. 3 kills and over 6,000 damage done now, with just the French artillery piece left at Tier 9. That's a single shot French artillery, and the one that got a little bit of a, I think it was turned into a high definition tank with patch 920.1, but this is patch 920, and Elite Commando is going searching for the final kill of this game on Kharkov to top off a brilliant Ace Tanker Mastery Badge battle. Rolls over the cap circle just to make that artillery a little bit nervous. You can see the M53, M55 going off over there to try and cut him off at the pass if he goes that way. Sounds like at least one of them fired. Elite Commando puts a shell high explosive round into the Batchat, and one more should be enough for his 4th kill and the last kill of the game, and a well-deserved ace tanker and an absolute perler of a carry from Elite Commando from Crown Clan now on Kharkov in the Object 140, as we move on to our third and final replay featuring Elite Commando. That one was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Bruiser Medal Duelist Fighter for killing 4 or 5 enemy tanks, fire for effect, shell-proof, steel wall in an Object 140. That's not a bad effort at all, as well as the high caliber. 6,824 damage done, 4 kills, 1263 base experience, 2 or 3 times what everybody else did on the team. 3 donuts, you don't see, a lot of donuts. Oh, who knows. Anyway, not a bad game at all in Kharkov. He made some coin too, because he wasn't really spamming gold. He used some heat rounds after he bounced the first few shots, and I don't blame him. 6,824, 2,310 damage blocked. That's why he got the shell proof of the steel wall, and 1,063 assisted damage. As we move on to his last game in this triple shot of Tier 10 medium tank action featuring Elite Commando from Crazy Clan. It's the Object 140 again. Not Crazy, he was in Crazy, he's now in Crown, and well done for getting into a clan such as Crown. Elite Commando in what's this one? Siegfried line, and it's an assault battle. Now his team is on the defense, so this might be a little bit different. Now of course with the assault games, a lot of people have his turned off, so they don't really know what it's all about. With the assault games, there's only one cap, and it's the green cap in this case for Elite Commando, which means he's on the defense. And a little bit like Clan Wars, you don't actually need to kill everybody, although it's always better to kill everybody. You don't really need to go full ham on the enemy team, but you do need to defend that base. If the enemy team capture the base or kill all of your team, then you lose. If you're on the attack side, you win. If they don't, if they don't manage to kill everyone, and they don't manage to capture the base, instead of being a draw like it would be on a random battle, it will be a win for you if you're on the defence. Anyway, we've already missed 1,620 damage, plus 1,230 damage block from Elite Commando. We haven't missed it, you saw it. Just great ridgeline play there. Taking damage out of these enemy tank destroyers. The UDES 03, the Scorpion G, the Grill 15, you name it, is on an absolute mission. Elite Commando from Crown. He's not actually on a mission, but he's doing very well indeed. He's already doing what he did out there. He's really put the wind up these tanks, the Scorpion, the Grill, the T-34, and of course that UDES who's already been killed. They'll be very hesitant to push that ridge line now. So now he's focusing his attention into the town. There's that E75, who looks like he over-angled a little bit trying to side-scrape off the side of that building. And of course Elite Commando's not going to waste time shooting into it while it's well angled. He'll wait till the angle changes, or he'll reposition himself and have an absolute rip. It doesn't manage to penetrate the turret of the T-34. That T-34 is in a pretty good hull down position, but if he gets the cheeks of that tank, he's going to penetrate it. Not all the time, but certainly some of the time, especially with a heat round. 3 zips a score, and look at that, the side shots into the E75. Elite Commando, you can hear him rubbing his hands together when he sees that. That shot wasn't fully aimed, so it didn't go through the lower plate, but it did manage to track the Tier 9 German heavy tank. 3 zips, so he doesn't need to do anything silly. He's still on full health, and he can save that health for later on. T-34 firing high explosive rounds into an Object 140. Not sure if that's the best way to use that gun on the T-30. The T-34's got a pretty powerful gun, considering what it is, considering it's a Tier 8 premium. He's already in a pretty good hold down position. I don't know why he's stuffing around firing high explosive rounds into medium tanks. 3 zip is the score, 2,500 damage done, 2120 damage blocked. Keeping good vision on this northern western part of the map, aiming towards that T-34. The T-34 shoots and missed, and Elite Commando gets him for 290 hit points. A little bit of a low roll there, but you take all the damage you can get. 4 zip now as the Grill 15 went down. Not sure what the Grill 15 was thinking there either. It's talk about leading with your chin. That's not something I would recommend doing. He bounces another shell from that E75. Who said that the Object 140 has a bad turret? A lot of map ping going on there by the Skoda T50 in the middle of the map. There's lots of enemy tanks there, and that's probably what he's talking about. Skoda 250 is all the way down here. He's looking for cheap shots into the back and the sides of these tanks, I suppose, as Elite Commando bounces a shot into the E75. Bounces another shot, 3,100 damage block. That's not too bad at all in a medium tank. He's also done 3,500 damage himself. Looks for a shot into that. Was it a Batchat? It was a Tier 9 Batchat, the baby Batchat. 4 zip the score now, with nearly 6 minutes left on the clock. Bounces the E75 again, rolls forward, puts a shell into the baby Batchat, looking for the kill shot on that E75. That'll be nice if it goes through. It does. That's his first kill of the game, and that brings the score up to 5-0. 4,407 damage done, nearly 3,900 damage blocked. Is that a steel wall and a shell proof again in the Object 140? I'm sure when I bought the Object 140 it was known as the one with the least amount of armour as far as Russian medium tanks go. But of course with Russian mediums, it's all about the angled armour, I think, especially with the turret. Shoots and kills the T-34. That brings the score up to 9-0. So we know who's going to win this game. I think the only way they could really lose this game is by letting them cap it. It takes a hell of a long time to cap. I think it takes about 3 minutes. Puts 2 shots into the Batchat 25 TAP, the baby Batchat. We'll be looking at that T-34, who's very kindly showing his lower plate, and Elite Commando picks up his 3rd kill. 5,342, 3 kills, nearly 3,900 damage blocked, and a little bit of assisted damage. When it comes down to a scoreline like this, 11-0, that's when phrases such as "hold my beer, I've got this" come into it. Shoots the baby Batchat, goes for the kill shot, but the IS-4 beats him to it, and waits for that turret to turn around. Shoots the Object 430, but doesn't do much. Pulls back, doesn't want to be the first one to dive. Gets tracked, fixes his track, shoots the Object 430 again. That Object 430's got the Sabaton badge on his turret. That doesn't mean much, as Elite Commando sees him as just food for this Object 140. There's the M48 pattern. Don't think that M48 pattern's moved all game from that position, but Elite Commando doesn't care. All he can see is more hit points, 6,662 hit points of damage so far, 3,900 blocked, 673 assisted. He wants to find that Stritzwagen 103. That's the tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. In a very interesting position, manages to get one more shot off, plus 931 assisted damage as his teammates make it a clean sweep, 15 zip on Siegfried line. Let's have a look at that result. Yes, you guessed it, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery badge for me old mate Elite Commando from Crown Clan, one of the original people who used to send me replays when I first started doing other people's replays, which I'm always very thankful for. Hand of God medal, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof, Confederate medal for shooting more tanks than anyone else, the Steel Wall again, High Caliber, and the Sniper. Unusual to get the Steel Wall and the Sniper, because he was... you wouldn't say he was at the back, but he wasn't just shooting tanks that were right in front of him. He had the map awareness to see a tank that might have been over there, and he said, "Oh, we'll just shoot him while I'm waiting for this other bloke to poke again." Not a bad result at all. 1,281 base experience, 7,304 hit points of damage, 3 kills, 29 shots fired. Every single one of those shots hit. Who said Russian guns are not accurate? 24 went through, so only 5 failed to penetrate. But some of the ones that failed to penetrate tracked them as well, which gave him some assisted damage. 7,304, 2,240 from more than 300 metres, nearly 4,000, nearly 3,900 damage blocked, 1,604 assisted damage. Ace Tanker, thank you very much. 21,735 credits after tax with a premium account. That's it, folks. That's Elite Commando, that triple shot, the Batchat in ranked battles, where he smashed it and got the last kill with the last bullet in his Batchat, and 2 Object 140 Ace Tankers. Thank you very much for the replays, Elite Commando, and thanks everyone for watching. Take care and see you all next time.